All right, let's talk about something we've all been through. You're right in the middle of writing an email, or maybe you're about to beat a level in a game, and then poof, the app just disappears. Today, we're going to peek behind the curtain and see what actually happens when our digital world breaks down, and more importantly, how the pros put it all back together.
It's that moment, right? The one that makes you clench your jaw. 1 second, everything's running smoothly, and the next, you're just staring at your home screen. What is going on there? What happens deep inside the code that makes a perfectly good program just throw its hands up and quit?
You know, for the developer who wrote that program, a crash is basically a crime scene. Something went wrong somewhere in those thousands of lines of code, but there are no witnesses. So their job is to put on a detective hat, hunt for clues, and solve the case of the crashed software. Now, a good detective doesn't just wander around in the dark hoping to find something. They need a map of the area, right? A guide to tell them what was happening and where everything was. So what kind of secret map are these software detectives using? Well, it's called the DWARF debugging format. And yeah, that's its real name. Just think of it as a universal language that a program uses to explain exactly what it was thinking and doing at the precise moment it crashed. It's like a super detailed incident report packed with all the clues a developer could ever need. So here's the absolute key idea to take away. DWARF is the program's hidden blueprint. When a piece of software is created, this detailed blueprint can be generated right alongside it. So when that program eventually breaks, the developer can pull out this blueprint to see exactly how it was built and pinpoint where that tiny fatal crack might be. Okay, so if DWARF is the blueprint, you need a special kind of tool to read it, right? And that brings us to the star of our show today, a brand new library called Durin. You can think of Durin as the expert map maker, a tool designed to read and understand these incredibly complex blueprints. So what is Durin, really? In a nutshell, it's a specialized toolkit for handling the latest and greatest version of these DWARF blueprints. That's DWARF 5. It knows how to read all the debug data from the program files you'd find on Linux or macOS, and it can even help write that data. It's all about making those blueprints easy to use. But here's the thing, not all tools are created equal. What makes Durin so cool is how it goes about reading that map. It's designed from the ground up to be incredibly efficient, to work smarter, not harder. And for a developer on a deadline, that can be an absolute game changer. And its secret weapon, the magic trick that makes it all possible, is a technique called lazy parsing. I know, it sounds kind of funny, but it's actually a brilliant strategy for dealing with huge amounts of information without getting totally overwhelmed. Let me put it this way. The old school method is like being told you have to read an entire encyclopedia from cover to cover just to find out one tiny fact. It reads everything all at once, which, as you can imagine, is super slow. Durin's lazy approach is way smarter. It only reads the exact piece of the blueprint the developer asks for, and only when they ask for it. The difference in speed is, well, it's massive. So in more technical terms, what this really means is that a developer can quickly scan the table of contents of the blueprint, the different sections of the code, without having to read every single word. They can zero in on the one chapter they care about and then tell Durin, okay, now read just this part. It's incredibly precise and wicked fast. And Durin has a couple of other tricks up its sleeve. For one, it's cross-platform. It doesn't care if a program was made for a Mac, a Linux machine, or something else. It can read the blueprint no problem. Plus, it's forward-looking. It's built for the new DWARF 5 standard, but it's designed in a way that it can hopefully support future versions too. So what's a tool like this actually made of? Well, this chart tells the whole story. As you can see, it's overwhelmingly written in a programming language called OCaml. We're talking 98%. And that's a great choice, because OCaml is known for being really safe and really fast, which is exactly what you want for this kind of detailed precision work. Okay, I get it. A highly specialized tool for reading technical blueprints. You might be thinking, why does this matter to me? I'm not a developer. Well, it turns out this stuff actually matters to all of us, a lot. It all comes down to a really powerful ripple effect. See, when a smarter, faster tool like Durin comes along, it means developers can find the reason for a crash way, way faster. And if they can fix bugs faster, it means the apps we rely on every single day just get better, more stable, and more reliable for everyone. And that right there is the big takeaway. We're never going to see a tool like Durin. We'll never click a button to open it. It's part of the invisible plumbing of the digital world. But these tools are the absolute bedrock that our stable modern lives are built upon. Better tools for them mean a better experience for us. Simple as that.
So it kind of leaves you with a pretty cool question to think about, doesn't it? We've just seen how one little library can make the apps on our phones and computers more stable. What other hidden tools, what other secret blueprints are out there right now, quietly making our digital world tick?